Good afternoon. Welcome back to the National Stadium here in Grenada. Game number 2, St. David's versus St. John. Just about to begin, and we go right down to Kerry Frank just to take the toss for this game.
Welcome to the toss for match number 12 in the NLA GPL T20. It's the West Coast battle versus the East Coast. The home team, St. John versus St. David. We have the captains with us here in the middle. Anthony Antoine, St. John. Keon George, St. David, and the ever-reliant Andy Noel of the GCA First Vice President. He's the match referee, and we'll hand the coin now to the home captain, Anthony Antoine. The call is ahead, and it's a tail. St. John have won the toss. St. John's have won the toss. Anthony Antoine decision?
Yeah, well, I think we're going to have a bat first.
All right, the first time batting first in the tournament, hoping that it can go differently today?
Yeah, definitely, because we had already played 3 games batting first, and we batting second, and we saw what the results we got with that. So definitely we're going to have a bat today. Looking at a bit 130, should be good for St. David. They could have yet to be crossing at least 110, so we're looking at that again.
All right, any changes to the squad from yesterday's match?
Yes, we had 1 injured player, 2 injured players. They are out. We have the lights out, so we have 3 changes today. We have our fast bowler come back in, Wayne. We also have Rondi, who was the previous captain, and then we have another player in today. So definitely we're looking at strengthening the batting, and the bowling can do the job. Whatever total we make, we can defend that, definitely.
All right, congratulations once again. All the best to you, Tony, and all the best for the rest of the match.
All right, thanks. Take care, man.
Keon George asked to bowl first on this wicket. Anything would have been differently you'd have done?
No, that's what the team plans to do. I mean, we've been bowling first during the tournament, and we did a good job. So good that we're bowling first today again.
St. David seems to have been hitting strides in the recent matches, and now coming up 1 more match to go, 2 more matches left in the tournament. Looking for a good performance today?
Of course, yeah. As I said, the bowling been doing well, so we're looking to come outside here and start off good, and then come in the back and finish it off with a bat.
All right. In terms of changes, any changes to your squad from the last match?
Yes, Nilon Pascal is out today, and Jamal Lambert is in, alongside Mahid Lambert.
All right, so certainly the change has been wrong there from St. David. So all the best to you, Keon, and for the match and the rest of the tournament.
Thank you very much.
All right, so once again to recap the news from the middle, St. John, they've won the toss and they've decided to bat.
Well, we just seen the first delivery bowled by Jackson, wide called by the umpires, short lifting delivery. As is another short delivery at Morris, looking to cut, made no contact.
No ball. No ball.
A no ball signal by umpire Hulas, so it will be a free hit. An interesting start, Justin. Important game for both teams.
Yeah, very important. More for St. David than St. John, in the sense that what's the most important about it is the fact that maybe whether St. John can spring an upset today.
Yeah, and St. David's team not playing with the most of the top players. Pascal injured. We expected to see Kitu. Today he's not there, and even the captain has carrying some injury.
And we've seen a few droplets. The first time since we had this overcast condition, we've seen some raindrops with us.
Yeah, it's this sort of day, very overcast. Teams for today: St. David's, Keon George, captains Samuel Charles, Shakim Edwards, Melvin Garden, Hassan Jackson, Imran Joseph, Mahid Lambert, Jaron Noel.
The white ball, so the free hit still had a legitimate delivery yet. Yeah, 1.
Yes, so far just 1 delivery ball. Just to continue with the team, Kimo Peters, Shondell Regis, and Jamal Lambert. For St. John's, Randy Morris, Anthony Antoine, Oscar Barry, Alex Blackett, Ronick Holder, Alvin Ramnott, Isaiah Simon, Jonathan Taylor, Dwight Wildman, Wayne Williams, and Larry Edwards. St. John will certainly want to put their name on the card today. They have not scored a point, scored a win in this is their fourth game. So they will want to turn things around today.
Well, of course, Antoine is standing captain, and Larry Edward, who is the Volcano player with St. John. Yes,
Jackson. Yes. First run from the bat. Morris pushes one on the offside and picked up an easy single. And the field for Jackson, a slip, third man on the boundary. Backward point cover, mid-off on the offside. A long leg, square leg, backward square, mid-wicket. And a mid-on in the captain Joseph at mid-on. As Antoine, captain of the St. John team, comes into strike. And Jackson continues his full delivery. Again, short outside the off stump. Antoine looking to play it somewhere down to backward point, made no contact. It's a bit wide of the off stump, Justin. Just seemed to be just straying the ball a bit.
But I think the bowlers are getting away with that length, that type of bowling. Maybe they won't with much more accomplished batsmen. The St. John batsmen haven't been able to get the ball and bat. So I think that's the whole thing about it. So
strengthening of the offside as the gully comes into place. So there's 6 fielders on the offside, 3 on the onside, a mid-wicket mid-on, and a long leg.
I think what has encouraged that is the fact that the batsmen haven't looked too comfortable against the shorter bowling.
It's 4 without loss in the first over. That's Jackson. Good delivery, beaten there, and didn't pass too far from the stump, but probably the best delivery bowling over. Very good delivery.
So after 1 over, 4 for no loss. Randy on 1, Antoine not yet scored. And we continue to monitor whether the umpires are not too perturbed over, seem too perturbed over it. We just seen slight movement in the area of the cover. So very interesting to see what will happen here.
The ground staff just seemingly getting into place, but very light rain. See the square umpire Rupert Holas just having a look at the hills. As Imran Joseph, pick it up from that southern end. They're going to bowl to the right-handed Morris, who is on 1. As he comes over the wicket, bowl to, and he sits on the pad. Seemed to come off the bat there as ball came into the bat.
Just squeeze it into the pad from the face of the bat.
It's 4 without loss in the second over. St. John's winning the toss and electing to bat. As you see some more movements through the covers, as it will just get a little bit heavier.
Of course, it's the batting team's responsibility to assist with the cover when they're out in the field. I haven't seen them. They've just been called out to assist with the carrying out the covers.
He looking to hit down the backward point there, made no contact, and some movements by the umpire there. Just they are looking to go off.
Yes, some of the St. David players assisting in pulling the cover. We haven't seen the St. John team yet. Most of them should have been out there already. 2 of them just coming through.
So we have a stoppage in the second over of the St. John inning. The score is 4 without loss. Morris on 1. Antoine not yet off the mark. Joseph in his first over, just bowling 2 deliveries. And we had the first over being bowled by Jackson, who went for 4 runs. So we going to take a break now as the covers are being pulled onto the field. And St. John's, after winning the toss and batting, they are 4 without loss, and we're in the second over. So until we resume, we will rejoin you when we resume in a few moments.
I didn't even watch anything. One